how are you? How's your new semester treating you so far?
Pretty good. New building. So it's kind of cool to have a new building. Still not finished. So
that's one
fun. Yeah, so there's still construction happening all over the place. I mean, it's, I don't know, I want to say 90% finished.
Right on.
But yeah, we have no playground. So indoor recess, which doesn't really matter because, it's hot anyways.
Oh my goodness. It is 105 today in Dallas. Yep. So that's fantastic. We had a great time this morning going to a park and being like, all right, let's go back home now.
Yeah. Just going out. Like I went out with my dog at about 11:30 last night and it was like 90 degrees outside.
Jeez. No fun. You getting ready? And so we're going to do our draft shenanigans in the morning this year because I'm not a fool. So do you want to tell people about our draft shenanigans?
Our draft shenanigans. Yeah. We do our punt pass kick, which I thought was today, teacher brain.
Yeah.
But every time I tell people that I got to go to this punt pass kick thing. And they're like, isn't that like later in the year for school? I'm like, well, it's for us adults. We do this to figure out the draft order in our fantasy league. Yeah,
and it's not the winner. So what do we do? It's totally a sham. It's just for fun. It's totally garbage. So we do punt, pass, and kick, and then we all take the Wonderlick, and then we'll play like spoons or Connect Four, one other game, and the winner of each one will get lottery balls, and then we'll do a draft lottery. So I've actually had the highest odds like twice in the last 5 years. So last year I had the highest odds, and I drafted 9th. I pulled 9. I'm like.
It's very consistent though. Like usually the person that has the highest chances to draft like first usually ends up drafting in the top, in the like bottom 6.
Yeah, every year. Like Drew won it one year. He's not even, because he hurt his back, and he's just like, I'm not even going to try this year because I'm always drafting at the bottom anyway. I'm like,
watch him draft first this time around.
Oh yeah, he'll win it this time without even trying because I'll give him one ball per event, so he'll have 4 out of 100, like a 4% chance or a 2% chance, and I'll have like a 20% chance, and he'll win it. It's just the way it is.
That's just how it goes. But no, I like it. It's fun. Keeps it entertaining.
It is, and like I said, way over the top, ridiculous, which is what we love about this. So
that's right.
What you feel ready for the draft? What are you? How you feeling?
No, I don't. I don't feel ready. I usually don't research a lot. So this year, I think it's been the most that I've researched, I think. And that's like very minimal that I've had to research for this. But yeah, no, I'm not ready. I usually just take it by chance, see who falls to me. And then that's how I go, It
is good to wait. To wait. Well, we are both Cowboys fans. So what we're going to talk about today is the NFC East. Woohoo!
All right.
Yeah, I know. So let's go ahead and start with Dallas. Feels like this is the last dance. It's the last dance for Dak. As I've said in the Ben and Case show, our other podcast, I kind of feel like he's gone and he's going to go to the Giants after this.
Oh,
I know. Because he always beats the Giants. He always crushes them. So I'm like, Daniel Jones not that good. Yeah. There's not as of right now, there doesn't seem to be a super prospect in the draft. So I'm like, I think he's going to New York, man.
I think so too. I was thinking New York. I was thinking backup for Philly.
A backup?
Yeah, he's a backup for Philly. That's what I was thinking. I mean, they got Hurts and he's good, but I don't know.
He's going to get $60 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cousins got paid and he's not that great, but the good news is Dak does not really seem to perform in playoffs, nor does the whole Dallas team. But the good news is fantasy football.
He's good.
Stops in the regular season. Yeah. So that's the advantage there. Some cool things about Dak: led all NFL quarterbacks in touchdown passes, in completions, and he finished last year's quarterback 3. And that was after starting slow because the offense didn't really get clicking till after week 5 or so.
I was going to say, I thought it was like week 6, week 7, once they start clicking after the bye, I feel like, right?
Yes. After week 5, he was quarterback 1. So,
wow.
Yeah, for me, he's one of those value picks, assuming Lamb gets re-signed, and we'll talk about that here in a second. He's listed as quarterback 8, and he's going right now at 75 overall. And so he doesn't have a lot of top end as far as rushing, which I always like to lean to. But I mean, he was QB1, and Mike McCarthy's offense they always throw for touchdowns. Like, he's not a running guy; he's a passer guy. So I think he's a great value there.
I think he'll be running a little more this year, just because of we have no running backs.
Oh yeah.
So I think he might be running a little more, or just no running whatsoever, and we're just throwing the ball every single down.
There's no point. So you're not a believer in Zeke this year, huh?
No, he's old. He's got knee problems. Maybe Rico comes out. We got Rico Dowdle. He might be a sleeper pick, right? But yeah, no, Zeke's too old now.
He is. The thing about it with Zeke, the only thing that you could think of is he'll be on the field. They're missing like 300 touches from last year. Yeah, 307 touches Pollard had, and they didn't add anybody except for Zeke. And the thing you got to think about is a running back gets on the field if he is good in pass protection, and then fits the offense. Well, Zeke is excellent in pass protection, which means he'll get on the field, which means he'll have an opportunity for dump offs.
Yep.
Now, where he falls, like I said, there's a place for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If I get him like in the 12th round, sure, but I don't. In the 10th round where he's listed at 103. There's some Here's some players you can get around him: Raheem Mostert, Zach Moss, Chase Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Gus Edwards, Jerome Ford if Nick Chubb's down still, and kind of my all-in pick, Chuba Hubbard. And so I just think there's so much value around him that at his draft price, it's just not happening for me.
Yeah, no, I would pick any of those guys before Zeke.
Love you though. You mentioned Rico Dowdle. You mentioned Rico Dowdle. Dowdle.
That's a fun word to say. Dowdle.
He's going 153. He's basically free.
Yeah.
So he'd be the running back for the Cowboys that I'd be interested in. He may be nothing, but he's free. So that's
it's a good risk to take, right?
Yeah, if he gets 10 touches a game,
Yeah.
We'll see on that.
I see him as a good flex without knowing what he shows, right?
Yeah, potentially. Could be fun. Wide receivers, what can you say about CeeDee Lamb?
Listen, I love the dude. I think we should sign him. He knows the game. Good runner, right? Good catcher, good yag. And he doesn't get hurt often. So that's for wide receivers, that's big, right?
Yeah, he hasn't struggled with injury yet. Part of that being young.
Yeah.
Let's knock on wood if you have any wood around you. But yeah, all 17 games, finishes wide receiver number 1 in points per game and total points.
Yeah.
And that was before the week 7 bye, he was not great. And it was only getting 7 targets a game. After the bye, 12 and a half targets a game.
Oof.
And they didn't really add anyone. You got Cooks, and that's basically it. Ferguson, yes, but Ferguson is a nice down the middle threat. So, if it's Lamb should just be a top 2 pick, in my opinion. Lamb and CMC are the top 2. If I'm drafting 1 and 2, there's nothing else you can say about the guy. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome. What if he doesn't play though?
That would be a problem, but they got to pay him. Even if Dak walks, what are they not going to pay a top receiver?
Yeah.
You got to set your quarterback. Even if Dak's not the quarterback next year, you got to set the next guy up for success.
Right. Would you sign the wide receiver before the quarterback?
In general, I would have signed Dak 2 years ago to an extension. When normal teams do that. And then I would have signed Lamb to whatever Justin Jefferson signed for minus $1 million.
Okay. It's not bad.
Just like, okay, that's that guy. You're basically the same as that guy. I put Jefferson ahead of Lamb, but just like a little bit. Okay, here's the money. The price is only going up. It's ridiculous.
Sure. Every time it's always got to be the highest. Got to be the highest.
Always.
Which I hate, but it is what it is. It is entertainment.
All right, Jake Ferguson. He's a yes for me.
Same.
1 of 7 tight ends to get 100 targets, 9 top 12 finishes, super consistent, got targeted in the red zone a lot, fourth most amongst tight ends. He's going as tight end here. He's probably my favorite value for tight end.
I was going to say he would be my pick. If he falls to me in whatever, I don't know that I would pick him, first round. I would say second round if he falls to me.
For
second round
for Jake Ferguson?
Yeah.
He's like a 10th round. He's like the 10th round, 12th round.
Really?
Yeah. He's going super late. Because he's going as tight end number 10, which is because he kind of lacks that top end stuff. He's not going to get you like 10 catches a game, but he's going to get you 5 or 6 for 56 yards. So yeah, if he falls to you where he's drafted at, yeah, no problem there.
Well, and I think again, right, no running backs, throwing, and he was Dak's comfort blanket.
Exactly. Flam's not open. He's the guy.
Yeah, so I take it back. Not round 2, round 10.
There we go. My favorite. So let's move on. Enough with the Cowboys. They'll implode this year, or they'll do great, and then everyone will be gone, and I'll cry.
Yeah, right.
So my favorite value team, as far as sleeper team, is the Washington Football Team Commanders, formerly known as other teams, because Cliff Kingsbury is the new offensive coordinator. Right. When he was in Arizona, Kyler Murray, a running quarterback, thrived, and you have Jayden Daniels now. So you have the Heisman winner.
I was going to say, Mr. Heisman.
What I look for as far as value picks for rookies, quarterbacks, you think about Jalen Hurts, you think about Kyler, you think about Cam Newton.
Right.
You think about guys who are on bad teams with bad defenses who are drafted high, who run. Because they're going to be trailing. They're going to have those instincts where like, I see the lane, I'm going to take it. And he's already projecting for the second most rushing yards behind only Lamar.
Oh, wow.
He's old for a rookie, which actually is okay with me because then I'm like, maybe he'll avoid some of the immature mistakes that other rookies make.
Right.
Just a thought. He's going as quarterback 12 right now. He's being drafted somewhere around the 12th round right now in average draft position. So some value plays I like, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love. If I miss on those for whatever reason, then he's kind of one of the last guys. I also like Trevor Lawrence if I get sniped for Daniels as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be a fast-paced offense. It's going to be, he's got good weapons around him and McLaurin, and that's about it. And yeah, so he's definitely a guy that I'm high on this year. This one screams to me rookie Jalen Hurts.
I was going to say, you always say a quarterback that runs is a quarterback you want for fantasy because he gets you more points. And being on a team like the Washington, right? There's going to be some trash minutes where he's going to stack, right? He's going to trash panda. He's going to stack some points. So yeah, I think quarterback 12. That's pretty. I didn't know he was quarterback 12. It's pretty good.
Some people have him higher that I've read. I don't know if I'd go higher than that. Like he's not going to finish number 1. He's probably not going to finish top 5 because there's so many good ones. But if you can get, someone who finishes quarterback 8 or 9, who plays really well, and you got him as quarterback 12 and you filled out the rest of your roster, thumbs up there. Running backs, Brian Robinson Jr. last year, he was shot and he still did great. So that's a guy you want on your team. Offense should be better. He's going as running back 25. If he's your third running back, awesome. Last year, they were bad, and he still was 21 overall in points per game. Yep. So it seems like a pretty good value. The problem is they also signed Austin Eckler, who's always been great at pass catching, so that might take away some of his volume. Either one of these guys, if you want to take a chance on them, or they're kind of more value plays, that's fine. But I think I like Robinson just because he's younger. And if we go by the Leonardo DiCaprio rule of younger is better, then Robinson's my guy there.
Yeah, I agree. I think I had him last year, and he was at the beginning of the season, and he struggled a little bit, but at the end, he came rushing through and had a lot of points, and it was, wish I would have kept him. I think I traded him to Drew, so I always end up trading my team, my team to the people who win. So that's great.
All right, Terry McLaurin. So another value play, I think. But I don't think he's going to be good early in the season because you got to remember, kind of like Dak last year and Lamb, early in the season, they get used to the offense. And then sort of week 5, week 6, it starts to really come out. He's always been He's never had lower than 12 points a game, but he's never had 15. He's always been between 12 and 15 points per game. Never finished lower than 34th and as a wide receiver, never higher than 20th. Because he can't score touchdowns. He scored 7 as a rookie, but since then 4, 5, 5, 4. That's what's kind of hindered his breakout. Now, in a new offense, who knows? But I think he's a good value right now. 95th overall, wide receiver 33.
Okay.
I think I like him there. The F1. Are you an F1 fan?
Oh, I mean, when it's on TV.
Right on.
Yeah, when it's on TV.
Enough about Washington.
All right.
Let's talk about a good team.
Oh, Philly?
Yeah, I would say Philly. I kind of think actually Philly will have a new coach and Dallas will have a new coach next season. That's my prediction. Jalen. They got a new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, so that should be good. Who had Jalen Hurts last year? It wasn't you, was it?
It wasn't me. I don't remember who it was.
But he did great.
Yeah. That tush push, that's what get him.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think? So he's listed as 38 he's actually going quarterback 3, kind of in the 4th or 5th round. What do you think of that draft value?
It's a little low, isn't it? I think it's a little low.
It's pretty low. Oh, actually, yeah. So he's going as quarterback number 3, 33rd overall right now on average draft position.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because that's an early 4th rounder, 3rd, 4th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty decent price.
I was going to say, I was trying to look him up on my cheat sheets, but I couldn't find him on here. Yeah, there he is. So round 4. See, I have it on here. He's like 38.
Mm-hmm.
Round 4.
That's one of the ranges because Lamar and Hurts are 2 guys I think I'd pay 4th rounder for. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think they'll last that long. And then if I don't get those 2, then I'm going to wait for Love, Murray, Daniels, in the 8th round.
Okay.
That kind of deal. Because I think Murray's stock is going to rise. I think a lot of people realize he was too low and how well he played last year. But man, what can you say about the guy? He's gotten touchdown rush after touchdown. I mean, he got 15 touchdown rushes last year, 13 inside the 5-yard line, double digits both years, top 3 fantasy quarterback back-to-back season. He's in his prime. The new offense should be good. He's got great receivers in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. He's got a good running back. I mean,
they're a scary team. I'll tell you that.
They are. Last year, they were last in pre-snap motion, so they're going to move the ball. They're going to move a lot more. Man.
I don't know. Yeah, he's if he falls 4th round, I like him up.
Yeah, I like him a lot there. Oh, good old Saquon.
I don't know. I don't like him.
You don't like him? I was going to say, he's a lot of people love him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I don't know. I had him last year and he got hurt and, he didn't play for half of the season, I think.
Right.
He didn't play for like 6 games, somewhere around there, 6 or 7 games. So wanted him to give me some points and it took him a while to come back and get into the rhythm of things. But again, it was, the Giants with the Giants. So.
And they lost their quarterback and all that last year too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I actually don't really like him this year.
Mm-hmm.
Partially because of the running quarterback, because he's got the potential, but the tush push is there.
Right.
And Jalen Hurts, running quarterbacks typically don't dump it off to their running backs, which is cheap and easy points. Excuse me. I'm going to edit that burp out.
I had a few too. Sorry.
So, is he a top 10 running back? Probably like closer to 10 than 5. I like Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Isaiah Pacheco, and Travis Etienne better because of their pass catching potential.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to, people are like, they're going to stop tush pushing, but why? It's the best play in the league.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it works.
I mean, I agree with you. He's kind of a bud. I feel like he's kind of a catfish. He's not a trash man. He's a catfish.
He's a catfish. And I mean, I think it could go both ways, right? He could be one that just kind of falls off and doesn't get a lot of points just because he's in Philly. Or they work something out to where they're going to use him off, their regular plays. Like, we're going to do a tush push, but instead we're going to do fake to Saquon Barkley to the outside. I don't know. Something crazy, right?
Right.
Because they got the weapons. I don't know. I feel like it would be dumb just to not try something with him off of already what we got.
Try it out, yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Who else do we? Oh, yeah, AJ Brown. So he was top 3 in weeks 1 through 7 before it all fell apart. I kind of see him as a close to top 3 guy, and here's why.
Okay.
Before Justin Herbert got hurt, Keenan Allen was wide receiver 2 in Kellen Moore's offense. Now, Brown does not play the slot like Allen does. But what Mike Williams had was doing great on the outside before that, too. So Brown played all 17 games, or played 17 games for the second straight season. He ended up getting hurt in the last game, costing the wild card round, but he had 158 targets. He had nearly 1,500 yards.
Oh.
And I mean, I don't know. I feel like this could be a big jump up as they improve their offense. Because in neutral pass rate, basically in a neutral game situation, Philly was 26th.
Right. The
Chargers were 8th. Kellen Moore likes to throw the ball. So I like him a lot as a player I'm kind of all in on. And if Devontae Smith slides to the slot, I think he could have a huge year as well.
Mm-hmm. I can see that too. But that's a big if. I could see Devontae Smith moving to the slot. His body and his way of running, I feel like, matches better with the slot. So that would give AJ Brown some good opportunities to get some points.
Yeah. So if I see camp reports that Devontae Smith is in the slot, he's wide receiver 20, 48th overall, I think that would be a huge steal. If. Now, last one, tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's fine. I would draft other people ahead of him. But if you're in a super like Brock Bowers, I think is ranked lower than him. I feel like Brock Bowers has more potential. I don't know. He's always fine.
Yeah, he's like the, what do you call it? The Witten of the Cowboys back in the day, I feel like.
Yeah, kind of the top end speed of a barge and the turning radius of a barge. Because Witten, everyone loved Witten. And I did too.
Love Witten.
But he would run 7 yards and turn around. That was his route.
That was it. And it worked. I mean, he always consistently gave you like 5 to 8 points every game, which is, it was good.
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. And I just never understood why no one could guard that. Like, he's not beating you over the top. He's going to do 5 yards and he's going to turn around. That's all he's going to do.
True.
All right. The New York Football Giants. This is going to be ugly this year. But actually, I think they have sneaky potential because...
Really? Okay.
Well, remember, Daniel Jones made the playoffs last time. He was the starter. So he has some potential. And what I like about this team, narrow tree for points. There's only 3 guys you're looking at. You're not going to draft Daniel Jones, but you could draft Devin Singletary and Malik Neighbors. And that's basically it. So that's where you get some value is you get, talents, targets, and touches. Devin Singletary, he's going as running back 36, 121 overall. I think he could be a huge value play because he's going to get most of the touches. You're talking about in the 10th to 12th round. He finished RB9 from week 10 on last year because once he took over the Texans job full time. I mean, he's going to have talent. He has got enough talent to play. I think he's going to get some targets and he's going to get some touches. So I think he could be a value.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's going to get some. He's a trash panda too.
Definitely a trash panda. They're going to be a negative game script all the time. Yeah, love me some trash pandas.
Yeah, he's a good value. What was his ranking? He was
ranked. Let's see where he's going right now. The last time I read, he was RB 36, 121 overall. Let me see his draft position right now. I'm going to have to go to the next page. Oh no, I don't have to go to the next page. He's going. Yeah, his RB 36, 121 overall. Okay, so that's what I pulled. He's going after Zeke, after Eckler. I'm like, give me Singletary instead of Zeke.
So I would pick Singletary way before Zeke.
Yeah. And there's a few others that have dropped pretty significantly but I'm like, he's in a good spot. I mean, the offense doesn't really project to be awesome, but if you get enough volume, you don't have, you remember, who was the guy? The guy for the Texans a couple of years ago. He was the rookie out of Florida.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Oh, Dameon Pierce. So I had him, and he was really good 2 years ago. Pretty good, like an RB2 type, RB2, RB3. Get you decent points because they had nothing else to do but give him the ball. He's not even playing really anymore, but they give him the ball, and here we go.
Yeah,
so I like
that's
him.
How it goes.
Have you seen the highlights of Malik Neighbors?
I have not.
So he's balling out in camp. I think initially I liked him as a value, but now I think he's going to rise too much for me. But it's the same thing because right now on ESPN, the most recent listing is 27th overall, wide receiver 16 on the top 300. And that's too rich of a price for a guy in a bad offense.
Or a rookie. Is he a rookie? He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie, yes.
Yeah.
Super talented. He should get some targets and touches, but it's going to take him, rookies, it takes them a while. Before where they had him in the 60s or 70s, I was like, yes, but now that's too rich of a cost for me because you don't want to take rookies. There's not going to be another Puka Nacua. Rookies don't normally finish top 5, top 10. They're usually good, or they can finish top 20. But you got to think: are they in a good offense? Do they have a good quarterback who can get them the ball? That's where someone like a rookie like Marvin Harrison Jr. is ranked higher because Kyler Murray has been known to get people the ball, force feed people. Right. It's a better offense, better quarterback, etc. So as far as rookies,
you have Daniel Jones as a quarterback. Oh no,
we'll see. Right, so that's basically it for the NFC East.
You would.
New coach, new quarterback next year for the Cowboys. New coach for the Eagles next year. Dak Prescott quarterbacking for the Giants. These are all my predictions.
Yeah.
But good values.
A new GM. Say bye to Jerry Jones.
Nah. That ain't never happening. All right. We'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.